Alright, hello, welcome to our second video. We are on our last full day in the Bay of Islands in Paihia. We're just going for a little walk and yeah, chill day today. It's midday already, so we had a bit of a cruisy morning, did some work, edited the last video, and now we're just going to explore around a little bit. And yeah, that's it.
Very tropical today, isn't it?
It is very. Morning, we're on the road again. We've just left Paihia, top 10 holiday park, all packed up, and today we are doing a Woolies run and then going to the Waitangi Treaty Grounds for a guided tour, and then heading to Cape Reinga to camp for one night at the Northernmost campsite in New Zealand. That's it. We're on the road now. Right, we've just left the Waitangi Treaty Grounds, which was very interesting. We did a 1 hour or 45-minute guided tour, and then a cultural experience, which was really cool. And I volunteered as the chief, so I had a bit of involvement. We weren't allowed to take any videos inside the little building. So we'll put some photos up of that now. You were allowed to take photos but not videos. So that was very interesting, hearing about the history and the treaty itself and where they signed it and who was there and who was involved. That was all very interesting. Then we just left there. Bella whipped up a quick chicken roll that we ate in the car park, and now we are driving north towards the northernmost campsite in New Zealand, near Cape Reinga, and we're actually going to stop past one of my best friend's old nan's house just for a quick photo for him, and then also a cemetery, a church there as well. So we're going to do that, and then we'll be at the campsite. Just arrived at the campsite. There's no power or warm water here, so it's pretty, not off-grid, but close to it. And we have just established that although we have our Starlink, the camper van we're in, the wall sockets don't work unless you're plugged into mains, so we're kind of off-grid for 24 hours. I'm not sure how we'll survive, but we'll figure it out. So now we're going for a stroll and the beach looks amazing. Good morning. We just finished packing up at the campsite in Cape Reinga. We got a 4-hour drive or so to Waipoua Forest. Really nice beach here. Probably could do another night, but there is no power, so got to be mindful of that. Yeah, long journey now, and then 2 nights in the forest, and that campsite you couldn't actually book, so there's a chance we arrive and there's no campsites, so we'll see how that goes. just walked down to the lighthouse, which was really cool. Pretty amazing spot. We actually didn't plan to come here either. We were just leaving the campsite and thought, oh, there's a lighthouse a few k's up there, so we'll go have a look. We also got told, oh, New Zealand's so cold. It's always raining and windy and cold. We've literally had pretty much blue sky, warm days every day. And it's only 21 degrees at the moment, but it's absolutely boiling. So we're waiting for some cold weather. We're on the road from Cape Reinga all the way down to Waipoua Forest. We got about a 4-hour drive. We're half hour in already, so 3.5 hours to go. Been on the road for a while, and we are in Waitangi, small town. We have 30 minutes left to go. Feeling a bit tired. Weather's good though. For some reason I've developed a rash on the side of my face that is very uncomfortable, so we'll see how that goes. Otherwise we will be in the forest in 33 minutes. Good evening. It's now 6:15 PM and we've had a bit of a day. The day started reasonably well at the northernmost point of New Zealand on the beach, quite relaxed. We then left there, and the drive down was relatively straightforward, but I've slowly been developing this rash on the side of my head and around the back of my ear, which we have no idea what it's from. Thought it was a bug bite. Stopped past the pharmacy. Old mate reckons it's shingles, which
You only get when you're old.
apparently is only for old people. So we haven't actually verified if it's shingles yet or not. He said if it gets any worse, go to hospital. So that's a TBC. Like and subscribe, and you'll hear that on the next one probably. Then we got to the campsite in Waipoua Forest, and it's like this little dungeon, someone's backyard. Fortunately, both of the two powered sites they have were available, so we did get a little win there. And then I didn't think they had any communal showers or any sort of other facilities, so I was down bad for a good hour looking at other places to go tonight, because we left a beautiful spot this morning and we're in a pretty average spot currently. And we got 2 nights here, so the caravan also sounds like it's about to disintegrate and stop functioning.
The gas has stopped.
The gas cooktop is no longer working. For some reason we can't get it to ignite, so we weren't able to use that during our little stop just then, even though it appears the gas bottle has sufficient gas within it, so that's annoying. And what was the other thing I was saying? Oh, the campsite lady came round, said hello, told us they do have communal showers, so we are going to be able to have a shower there tonight, which is good. And then while we were kind of chilling and recouping after our like 6-hour road trip, we have this walking tour in the forest tonight, which we're quite excited for, that we're on our way to now. But I forgot that it's actually 3.5 hours. So that
45 minutes.
And not 45 minutes like I initially thought when I woke up this morning. So we're on our way there now. That starts at 6:30, and 3.5 hours may include the transfer that they do from the city, which we're not in. So it could be 2.5 hours, but either way, it's 2.5 to 3 hours. And then we've also had issues with the van not starting today. So we joked before we left the campsite just then, oh, well, we're not going to the walking tour if the van doesn't start. Because for some reason, when we stopped driving, we had brake alert, engine check light, ESP failure, multiple warning lights come up, and I was like, yeah, brakes stunk. And we were thinking, oh boy, the van is not going to make it. The van is NGMI. And then when we go to just leave the site, then van won't start. Opens, locks, the dash shows me how many Ks it's got, but when you go to turn the key, it's just locked. And it's one of these Mercedes like plastic sticking key things, and I think that maybe the battery's dying and it's not seeing the key. But I had to like play around with the key and try and turn it back, you know, take the key out, lock the car, unlock the car, get in, and then eventually it started. But for a good few minutes there, we were under the impression the van was not starting and we were going to miss our walk, which we paid about $200 to do. So yeah, it's been a wild day, and we're hoping it's going to end on a good note with a walk through the forest with a New Zealand guy telling us all the history, and then we're going to go home. Well, we're going to go back to the campsite, have a shower, have a good sleep, and then we are going to leave here tomorrow because we don't really want to do a second night, so we're going to go somewhere else tomorrow. And that's it. So got to take the down days with the up days and embrace it as part of the fun of being in a camper van and traveling. So yeah, stay tuned for more. We will have some footage of the walk, so let's see how that goes. Maybe we'll do a recap after the walk and see if our evening or day has improved at all. Worst case scenario, we'll be sleeping in the car park when the van, or if the van does not start. So also the water tank is full, so I don't know how that's happened, but the water tank is full and you cannot empty that at the campsite, so we can no longer use the sink or shower, but we were going to use the warm shower at the campsite anyway, so things are going well. Stay tuned. We've got a post Waipoua Forest tour update for you. We did the forest tour just then. Great tour. Didn't get as dark as I expected. Jesus, it's coming in hot.
What's wrong with that?
Didn't get quite as dark as I expected. It is 8:45, but it's still daylight. It doesn't get dark really till about 9:15. I did think it would be dark for some reason, but that's good. That was interesting. The Cody trees were massive. The oldest one is about 2,300 years old, which we just saw. The guide was great and the group was good. We then, mid-tour, we drove down the hill to a different spot with the group, and the van started, no problems. So that was helpful. And then we've just gone back in the van to go back to the campsite, and it's also started again, no dramas. So very weird, but we seem to be on the up. Vibes are higher, and general improvement in our day. So we're going to go home, well, go back to the campsite, get set up for the night, hopefully have a good sleep, and then get going tomorrow. Well, that'll be probably our final update, so good night.